Today we got the results of our fertility test. They told us it's still early to see if there's any problems because we'd only been trying for 4 months. I know that people usually get a check after they've tried for a year and nothing's happened, but I didn't want to try for a year and then find out that the results were going to be bad, if they were going to be bad. That's just too long to wait and do nothing about it. And every time we think we're pregnant, the 2-week wait is just excruciating. So we decided to do the fertility test. And so in the past 2 weeks, we got the sperm sample. I did the FSH test and the ultrasound and the progesterone serum test, and all the results came back today. The doctor told us that my uterus is normal. There is a 1.6 cm cyst. It could be an endometriotic cyst or a hemorrhagic cyst. I don't know what that means, but the doctor said it's not too much cause or concern right now. So my test results are fine. But then she went on to his test results, and she said that the semen motility, the concentration, and the morphology are all really low. Like not just low, but really, really low. And we saw the numbers. I don't want to speak for how Amit is feeling because I definitely can't tell you exactly what he's thinking. So I'll just talk about how I feel. My heart sank. I mean, I knew that this could be a possibility. It was like when I was about to get the results telling me that I'm diabetic. My heart already sank, and I was trying to very quickly move past it. I think that's how I deal with these kind of situations. I try to move past the bad news as fast as possible and think of solutions, think of things that will make me feel better. I'm looking at the numbers and it looks like an impossible number. It's just a lot to take in. I don't think I was very good at making Amit feel any better. I tried to ask questions. I tried to find out as much as I could from the doctor, but I don't think she was very helpful. She asked me if I had any questions, and I felt like I didn't know what kind of questions to ask to get the answers that I wanted. I asked like, could this be changed with diet and lifestyle, like sleep cycle and everything? Because everything that I've read online, all the TikTok accounts I follow from gynecologists, OBGYNs, they all say that diet is important. You can change your lifestyle, get more active, get more sleep, be less stressed, and those will help. But this doctor tells me that sleep and lifestyle and food changes are not part of it. So is she telling me the truth? Should I get a second opinion? Or is it that these things will not help a number that is so low? Maybe it helps numbers that are slightly less than normal but not this low. I don't know any of these things, and these are questions that I only thought of after we got out of the consultation. I know that this is extremely terrible news to get for the man, and I feel like I can't be as sad as him. I can't be as disappointed or anything, even though I know that it could be something that he was born with. It might not be his fault. I don't even want to use the word fault, but I feel like if it can be changed with diet or exercise or something, then there's still hope. But if it's something that he was born with, then there's no blame to be pushed at all. It's just the way it is. It is just the luck we were dealt, and we just have to move on with the solutions. My mind very quickly jumped to things like IVF, because the doctor did say we can do a second test. Usually if the numbers are this low, they would recommend doing a second test just to see if the first one was a fluke. If it's not a fluke, then we can start testing for the reasons. We can test the FSH for the guy or something. But so we can only do the second sperm test again in 3 months, because that's how long it takes the sperm to replenish, because we wouldn't want to be testing from the same batch of sperm again. When she said 3 months, my heart sank again, because it's slowly eating away at my dream of just having children before I'm 30. And it's already a compromise from the dream I had of having children at 24. For me, that is the hardest part to take in, the extended timeline. Even though I know that that shouldn't be the most important thing, I should be happy that I live in a time where there are other options like IVF and ICSI. I should be happy that I live in a moment where these options are possible and it's not the end if you're infertile. Even though it's expensive, I've worked hard to save my money. I've worked hard to earn the money, and I can and will spend for these things. So I don't feel like I'm at a dead end. And I keep thinking of the good sides, like in the future when we're not trying to have kids, we might not even have to use protection because it's so hard to get pregnant anyway. And if we do get pregnant, then it will be a miracle. We will be happy about it. And I'm also wondering if IVF means I have to inject hormones into myself to carry the baby, because the things I've watched, it seems like the woman is the one with the problem, and that's why she's injecting hormones into herself. But if the male is the one with the infertility, then does he inject the hormones, or does it still fall on me? I just want to think of next options, solutions on how to get a child. And if the solution is to adopt one, that's fine as well. I just want a solution. I don't want to keep thinking of being in this moment where I can't do anything, because it feels so helpless now that I'm waiting 3 months for the next sperm test. And in the meantime, the instructions are just to try regularly. I really hope that every time I have sex now, I'm not just thinking of these sad things, because I don't want sex to be a sad thing. To top things off, my mom just sent me a picture of my cousin giving birth today to a new baby boy. Congratulations, first of all. I don't feel like I should tell my mom today anyway, because she might feel bad that she told me about my cousin giving birth. How many tests do we have to take before we come to a conclusion? Should I hold on to hope or expect the worst? How will I know which one's a delusion? I know it's not on you, but it's something we'll have to make do together. We've been much better, but we'll see this through. So we'll just sit and wait and eat and hate until this feeling's gone. There is no cure, no right solution. We'll just have to move on. When the time comes, we'll be fine again. I just know that this journey's not the end, but one can only hope. Do 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 do.